Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Trenches. We are back to discuss this week in football. Back with our usual suspects, the incredible panel. I got my guy Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Toby.
Yo,
and Jordan. What's good?
God.
How y'all doing? And we back with our first week with our new logo, our new banner. Did y'all get a chance to see it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's looking nice.
Looking nice, look like it's coming together.
Yeah, coming together. So, first thing first, man, we got to always discuss the takeaway, surprises, stories from football. Got a lot of stuff. OBJ got cut. We got the Gangster Raiders. Stuff like that.
You hating, yo. You hating.
And Rogers not being vaccinated. Jordan, I'm cracking up. Rogers not being vaccinated. What now?
Nah. Jordan got the roster. He got the active
roster. So Jeff, we want to talk about, man. What this week done crossed your mind, man, about this week?
Well, I mean, all of the topics really. First of all, the Rodgers thing, because I'm wondering if he violated player protocol by not being vaccinated going to the event. And who was he? John Wick for Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was scary for real. Come out with COVID. Yeah, definitely. I want to touch base on the Raiders. I mean, as an organization, there's some things that we can't accept. I mean, I don't think any NFL team. I think the NFL is big on certain things, woman abuse, violence, and stuff like that. Just making the logo look bad is not really a good thing for them. It's been a kind of tumultuous 3 or 4 weeks for the team anyway. With the Gruden thing, the Ruggs thing, now this. So, we kind of just got to stay afloat right now. I think we're leading the division, and we got to take them one game at a time. We just gave it up to the Giants because Carl gifted them 10 points on the pick 6 and then missing.
All right, man. It's about the game y'all lost.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, Toby. The stories of football, bro. What you talking about?
I just want to say that the NFL is so unpredictable.
Yeah.
The Raiders, of course, they lost to the Giants. The Bengals, they got blown out by Cleveland. The Cowboys got manhandled by Denver. The Bills lost to the Jaguars, and the Cardinals beat the 49ers with Colt McCoy. That's how crazy the NFL is. So that's my biggest takeaway, that, like Jordan said in the chat, like last week, everything is a lock until Sunday, man. The NFL is just so unpredictable. That's why we love it.
Jordan, what you got to talk about this week, bro?
Oh, so much, bro.
Go ahead, man. You got the floor.
We got Rodgers, right? We got the meme machine over here. I gotta address that shit first, though. Like, for real. Like, what was Brady thinking, though?
He young, man. He a young millionaire.
Like,
Dumb stuff.
Man. Like, right, that was dumb for you to be. But if you really felt threatened, bro, you're not gonna do it on the gram. Especially if you really felt threatened, and you really what you talking about? If you really about it, basically, what's the point of you doing that? You get what I'm saying? If it was me in that situation, I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing. If you pull up, pull up. You find out what's over here.
Wait, what was he rapping or was he in the video?
No, bro, he's just in a video claiming. I guess he's claiming somebody threatening him.
Yeah.
So he goes on video. Oh, do this, do that. You pull up. I got all this for you. He showed 3-4 different guns in the video.
He had some smoke though. Them things was like GoldenEye.
So he had some big shit too.
That was crazy.
I'm like, damn. You feel me? But I'm just like, yeah, bro. Like that was unnecessary. You feel me? If you was really gonna do something, and if they was really gonna do something, you would have found out. You feel me? But that was retarded. But I'm interested to see where OBJ goes after tomorrow. That's where I'm hoping, that's what I'm really interested to see. And then Rodgers, what do you expect?
He could play on one day, though. He the one player I think that could show up on Saturday, get on the field Sunday, and still have a real meaningful game.
Cool, Rodgers.
Yeah. I think he can do it. I mean, he got a number 1 target, and then if anything, you just run the ball with Jones, but. I don't know. He
lied. He lied though.
He finessed
him there though. People trying to say he didn't lie, but
he lied.
He said he didn't lie.
Yeah, some people are trying to say he didn't lie, but
technically he didn't. He never said
he manipulated.
When you omit the truth, that's a lie.
You what?
In my book, omitting the truth.
It's a lie about omission.
My omission. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, still a lie. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he knew what he was doing, obviously. But Jeff, you had a subject. Talk about OBJ. What are our predictions to where he might go? You were saying right in our chat. So
yeah, I mean, it's a plethora. It depends what his agenda is. Do he want to win the chip? Do he want to be the star? Do he want to prove himself? Of course, the first thing I really thought about was the Bills, right? I know it's cold, it's terrible, but they got Diggs. Him and Diggs and Allen, shoo. That might be something real potent because I don't know if the bigger organizations or the more prestige organizations are going to give him a chance just based on his track record. I mean, he's been a diva since day one. You know what I'm saying? He's a head case at times, especially when he don't get his way. So it's interesting. He could just be corny and just say, all right, I'm going to go to the Chiefs and load up and they can run through and try to kill the rest of the league after that. But, I'm interested to see what the type of a decision he makes. We welcome him in Vegas if he wants to come. I mean, without a doubt, him and Deshaun and Waller, that'll be something real serious. But like I said, I'm interested in seeing what he's going to do, as far as how he handles the decision.
I just tagged y'all in the Facebook post too, but anyway, yeah, I'm hearing he might want to go to Seattle now. I don't know about that too much.
I don't know why everyone keeps trying to pin them. I don't see where that's a good fit for him. And in terms of it being from a football point of view, having the three receivers that they have, right? I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It'll open up the run game for them. You know what I'm saying?
But that's a problem. They don't have a run game.
I wouldn't say that, bro. I don't know. I wouldn't say that, bro.
I don't know about forever. The Dante Stallworth thing is what holds me over on Ruggs a little bit. I don't know. He might be able to come back. Yeah, Stallworth do the same thing.
Stallworth wasn't going 100 miles over the speed limit, bro.
And that was a long time ago, bro.
Dante Stallworth was going like 40 or 50. He was going like for 50 and a 40 or some shit and hit somebody.
I'm just saying, bro. He was drunk. He still killed a pedestrian. We talking the same thing, and I give you the speeding thing. Okay, the reckless driving, but
then the strap. Then he had the gun.
Oh, I didn't hear about that part.
Yeah, he had a gun, loaded strap.
Yeah, he had a gun. Yeah, in the car with him.
No.
Right.
Y'all all got guns. What y'all do with the Raiders? Y'all just carry guns.
We ready. I can tell you that we ready.
To Jeff's point, bro, I think Odell really should go to either Kansas City, Green Bay, or Vegas. Those are the three teams where he can get what he wants accomplished as a player and as a team.
I still think he's the number one too.
I still think he's the number one. He can go to Vegas and be the number one. He can go to Green Bay and Kansas City and be 1B. There's still going to be enough targets for him to be happy.
Yo, he's not a number one no more, man. I don't know what you
saying. Yes, bro.
I gotta see it first.
He been playing in the Baker Dome.
You gotta think about it, bro. He's a guy.
He been injured a lot. He lost his step, bro.
Mike, he went from a player who was getting 10 targets, 11 targets, you know what I'm saying, averaging 6 or 7 catches, 92 yards a game, to basically not even being in the offense, not even being looked at by his QB.
And his route running is elite. So
he can still win man-to-man coverage, bro. He can still win his route. If you can win 1v1, there's no way you should have 0 targets, bro.
Yeah.
He never had 0 targets. He just ain't getting a bunch of targets. Whatever like that.
1 target though, bro. 1 catch for 6 yards. Come on. This is a guy who we were talking. I know injuries have hit them. I know he's in them. But we're still talking about a guy who everybody recognized him before he left the Giants as the best receiver in the NFL.
They did?
Antonio Brown at that time.
I don't know if I ever said that.
OBJ was better than
or Julio Jones. I don't know about that, bro.
Mm-hmm. He's having a terrible year. 17. I mean, I know he's been hurt, but like, dang. Like
anyway, before we move on to the topics, one topic we don't have is about the game between the Panthers and the Patriots. I want to shout out to my man Mac Jones. Another dub.
138 yards and
bro, he's winning the game. The best rookie in the NFL,
Yo,
Mac
talk to
Jones.
me about this next year, right? Like, let's have this conversation next year.
All right.
Because I mean, I'm not saying Mac Jones hasn't played well, right? But you're acting like this guy's spectacular. Like, come on, bro.
But look at his.
You gave him the fuel,
bro. He's
listen,
bro.
but look at his QBR.
I get it, but it's the offense. It's what they have around them, and I get it. He's a better anticipation passer and more accurate than
he's
Justin
a professional
Fields,
quarterback.
Justin Fields has got the physical tools. When I watched last night's, we'll get there.
Perfect segue. Let's talk about the game last night. Topic 2, Monday Night Football. Steelers over the Bears. And the close game that, wound up going down to the wire. So why don't you go ahead and start, Jordan? You were already talking about it last night. What are your takeaways from that game, bro?
First of all, appreciate y'all for making my money. Y'all almost blew it. Second of all, you feel me? I think the Steelers can really do something moving forward. I think that running game is solid. You feel me? Ben just got to make sure he don't turn the ball over, which I don't believe he had any turnovers last night. I don't think he did. No, he didn't. So I just think as long as he doesn't turn over the ball, they can run the ball, he can make those throws that they need him to make, they'll be fine. I want to talk about Justin Fields. You feel what I'm saying? Because I thought he played relatively well. I think the issues that he has are within short, intermediate passes. Identifying it, getting it out, and letting it rock.
That's all he can do.
He'll sit there, but he'll kind of sit there, not sure, and then try to run. By the time he's trying to run, the defense has already got you, bro. The defense is already coming for you. You looked at those deep throws he had last night. They were on point, and they were on point. They were on the money. And let's not talk about the last possession when they went down there and scored. He made a big throw. He made 2 big throws in crunch time. So let's just not say, oh, he's the worst because of the numbers that he's put up. Mac Jones was thrown for 300 yards at one time. He had 291 last night. Let's pump the brakes.
That's only 300 though.
I'm just saying, bro. Just pump the brakes, bro. The offense is, to me, the play calling is fucking horrible. To me.
Okay.
I mean, there's times,
I think that Fields helps the play calling badly, in a bad way, because you know what I'm saying? Like, he had targeted Allen Robinson. It was like the third quarter. He had like 1 target. Like, bro, that's your number 1 receiver right there. As far as Fields go, I don't know. When I look in his face, he look a little nervous sometimes. Every time I see him, he looked nervous. Now, last night, he was real decisive. When he felt the pocket, like if his read wasn't there, he was gone. And yeah, he took some big hits along with running. That's going to happen with these running quarterbacks. But at some point, he'll get the progression thing. He'll get the first read, second read. He doesn't do that. If his first read ain't open, he's taking off.
he's trying to take off.
Yeah, he's taking off. And Matt Nagy doesn't help that either. I mean, the play calling is just an atrocity. Like, for real. Again, I still need to see a lot more from Fields. I mean, last night was a good game, I guess. I guess.
Were you not entertained?
That's about it. I was actually, the bad part, I was waiting for him to make the mistake.
But that's one game out of how many? Like, he done had games with 91 yards.
But
like,
bro, it's the progression each game. I didn't see him. I mean, look.
He does get better.
It was 23-13. I was about to go to sleep. And then all of a sudden,
I think that's more on Steelers defense than his offense. But go ahead, Todd. Why don't you speak on that about the Steelers?
Yeah, my takeaway from the game is I do think Fields is improving. At the end of the day, I still want to, like Mike said about the Steelers defense, but I do see improvement in Fields' games. He's being a little bit more accurate at times, so that's a good thing for him. He's not trash. I'm not, going to give these young quarterbacks time. But about the Steelers, we had a big lead. Our defense is good, but I felt like that lead, like our offense don't score touchdowns. Like we're kicking field goals every time. And then it's like at least one of those possessions, we should have scored a touchdown. At least, one of those possessions. But we're kicking field goals the whole time. Our offense is too slow, too predictable. Our defense is good, but at the end of the day, I don't think they can last. Like they're not going to be able to carry this team the whole time because the offense is not scoring touchdowns. You're not going to win this kicking field goal. So they need a, we're on a winning streak because of our defense, and Ben hasn't made too many mistakes. Ben hasn't been turning over the ball a lot to put our defense back out on the field on a consistent basis. But I'm happy about a winning streak, but it's still not like I'm seeing us like going to the Super Bowl or nothing. And, Ben is I love him. He's done a lot of great things, but the offense just isn't it. Just not winning.
Well, yeah. What's that, Jordan?
They can get to the second round.
Listen,
No,
Toby's right. They got a problem
still
still pushing the ball down the field because Ben is on his farewell tour. Like I said, he pretty much can't do what he needs to do. Done. And the defense, I felt like in the last, I guess, maybe quarter or so, like I feel like they softened up. Like I said, bro, some of those throws were pitch and catch. I was like, yo, where is the fucking secondary at?
I mean, that one last throw he did, that was a nice. I mean, that was a crazy play call.
The touchdown was nice. Actually, I get Fields that. I mean, he's not trash. I mean, like the rest of you and stuff like that. I mean, he ain't Mac, but he ain't trash either.
Mac better right now.
Once Fields get a whole offseason, though, it might be a difference.
I mean, Mac is a rookie too, though. What you mean?
He had a whole offseason.
I mean,
he was competing with Cam the offseason.
I got you.
Come on, man. But we'll see next year though. But anyway, Steelers, man, it is a 4-game win streak. We'll see how things go, and the Bears we'll see. Moving on, man. Let's talk about the Sunday night football game. Titans over Rams. Who would have thought Titans without Derrick Henry? The Rams actually lose. Does that make you worry about the Rams, Jeff, moving forward?
No, it don't. It don't. So these good teams, we always see this every year where a team just kind of like underestimate the opponent coming in. The Rams probably thought the Titans was like demoralized that they lost Henry for the season, and they probably thought they were just going to lay down and run over them. And the Titans came out with some fire. I mean, they came to LA, good weather. You know what I'm saying? Took a little trip. And they really came out with some stuff, but I don't take any leverage in this. Von didn't play like they thought he was going to play this week, so whoever the opponent is next week, it's going to be a tough one.
What about you, Toby? You think about Stafford in that game he played?
Stafford, man. When it comes to the Rams, that's the only thing I worry about is Stafford. We have to see him in big games. We have not seen him in many big games, and some big games, like yesterday, he did. I mean, like on Sunday, he didn't play well.
6.
He did not play well. So when it comes to them, it's Stafford for me. Like that's the only thing I worry about. I really don't know where I stand with him. Honestly, I'm on the verge and I'm on the side of really not believing in him. That's what's holding them back. And honestly, going to the playoffs this year, there's really no excuses for them. And I feel like Stafford is going to be the make it break it. Like if they don't win, we're going to say it was Stafford. And I mean, if they don't win, it's going to say it was Stafford. So he just needs to show up. They're still in a good position. I mean, they're still a good team, but I don't think Stafford is right now. I don't believe in him. I'm just not seeing it consistently. Like this is the second real bad game I've seen him play.
They 7-2 though, right?
I mean, that's fine. They're
okay.
7-2.
I just want to make sure.
I remember this game was just horrible, and I think the game against Arizona, like those were two big games right there. I remember the game against Tampa Bay is the only game I was like, okay, Stafford is good, but then after that, Arizona, and now this, he played horrible in both games. He was throwing picks. He started out slow, all this stuff. So, I mean, I just got to see Stafford do it.
Yeah, like they ain't win 4 games between this game and the other game that they lost against the Cardinals.
The man threw 2 pick sixes. You're saying no? I'm talking about Stafford. I'm not talking about the team itself is good, but Stafford consistently shows you Matthew Stafford things. He showed you Detroit Lion things. Let me put it like that. He's not supposed to be doing that. That's supposed to be for Jared Goff. We got you so we could beat Tennessee, not so you can throw picks against Tennessee and help us. They got manhandled. No Derrick Henry.
Every team, every team relies on the quarterback. So of course we're gonna wait to see how that plays out because that's every team. But come on, bro, stop. He got 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the season. I mean, every quarterback has a game where it's like, ugh. Like even Tom Brady had a game where it was like, ugh, where he threw 2 picks against the Saints. Nobody's like, oh, I question that.
You just brought up Tom Brady's thing.
All right, Jordan, why don't you get in there, bro? Who side you on this, Jordan?
So I'm kind of in the middle. One thing I'll say is to Stafford's defense, The Titans had 5 sacks. They got pressure up the middle, and the Rams really couldn't really run the ball. They weren't really effective running the ball. A lot of the things that the Rams do offensively, big plays, all that, come from just running the ball from play action. So they really weren't able to get none of that going. Henderson had 11 rushes for 55 yards. That's not really going to cut it when it comes to their offense. Am I worried about them? No. It's 17 games.
Do you trust Stafford? Like Toby said, do you trust Stafford though?
I do. I do. Why do I? Because I do believe that when it gets later into the season, one, I think their defense is going to be better. They're going to get more opportunities to play offense. So, especially in the playoffs, with them running the ball and having explosive plays and the defense tightening shit up, they're just going to be able to get more opportunities, I think. And I think they're going to be such on a roll when it goes to the playoffs, and then when the playoffs start, that nobody's really going to have an answer for them. There's no real defense, I don't think, in the NFL right now that you can say confidently, you would say, okay, they can shut them down.
I was just about to say that. Down.
But it's one game. Like you said, there's 17 games. I mean, 17 games.
17 games, yeah.
It's one game.
One game.
It's one game. For one, the Titans defense, we have to respect. Titans defense, we do need to respect. They have gotten better the Titans have the most signature wins in the NFL to date today.
You said they're gonna fall off at the end.
Y'all was laughing at me when I was mentioning the Titans earlier.
I'm just saying they literally have the most signature. I'm shocked. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give them, credit. They have the most signature wins throughout the entire season. And one would be including the Rams. I just think that this is just a bad game for the Rams, and I do trust that for going into the playoffs. I trust their offense. I like the formula that they have. Okay. I just think that formula will stick.
He's like top 10 in yards, percentage, and touchdowns. Like Toby drunk, man.
Bro, listen.
Toby drunk, bro.
I'm gonna come to Toby's defense, bro. Stafford's
matter of fact.
Listen, Stafford's had top 5, top 10 numbers in Detroit.
His whole career.
He always put up yards and touchdowns.
Never had a defense like this in Detroit, ever.
Never had a team like this, bro.
Never had a coach that
never have a running game, bro. Come on.
What they got to do with his mistakes, though? The defense and all the stuff like that.
I mean, okay, so the one that he threw to Byard, that pick six, that was a bad throw. That I'm sure he'll correct.
Which one? The one, the cup on the sideline you talking about?
When he threw it the cup and Byard jumped?
Yeah.
Now, that's correctable.
Okay.
Come on. You know.
Yeah, it is.
I know. What about the other one?
The safety even said, really, that wasn't even really his read. The safety said he was in the wrong position, and it ended up being evidently in the right position because he threw it that way. But I mean, that's something that can be corrected. And then that fluke shit.
What has Stafford done to make y'all trust him, though? Like that's what I'm confused about.
What you said? What makes me trust him?
Yeah. What has he done to make you trust him?
Well, I mean, I like the fact that he's had like all pro type of season before, and he falls into the system good. I trust McVay giving him the play call. Him and McVay, that relationship, I trust that. And then they got 2 number 2s. They got a defense. Like I'm just saying,
the guy's leading the league in yards.
I know, man, but what like y'all always say, numbers ain't everything, right?
First receiver this year 1,000 yards, and he's a number 2. Jesus Christ,
man. Nah, listen again. Like I said, this is a totally different situation, man. I mean, this is in Detroit where he is all that they can rely on. This team has other components.
They did have Megatron in Detroit, you know that, right? Like,
all right, they had him in Megatron, right?
Name the next receiver.
Thank you.
Nate Burleson? Come on.
Nate Burleson? Or you gonna go what?
Come on.
Who's the running back there?
Name the running back.
They had Golden Tate. They had
they had a whole bunch of
Marvin Jones Jr. They had a bunch of
Yo, you hilarious with this one.
They weren't putting up yards. They weren't putting up
terrible dude, bro.
Because of Matthew Stafford, we only see Megatron in the playoffs like once.
Who was the running back?
I don't know the running back was.
Who was the coach? Who was on defense? Like
the running back ain't that good right now.
All this, it doesn't matter. You're the quarterback. We're talking about the quarterback. You carry the team.
Game, man.
But Toby, they're not the Rams are in a position to where they're not going to have to put it all on him. And to Jeff's point,
Exactly.
The running back ain't that great, yo. Like, they got an ultimate.
But the offensive line is really good, so it makes the running back look like all right.
They gave us 5 sacks on Sunday.
The running game got shut down, like you said, bro. The running game got shut
down.
down.
They threw it 48 times. They threw it 48 times.
Yeah, because the running game got shut down, right?
Huh?
The running game got shut down, so they had to throw.
Oh, they were behind. He had to throw it.
So out, right?
He put it behind with the pick sixes. We talking about?
I mean, yeah, but bro, come on, man.
The fact that
you're really gonna sit here and say because of this one game you don't trust Matt Stafford moving forward.
I never really trusted. He just like okay. I had to see the playoffs. Like,
but they put it.
That's why I really don't believe him because I feel like in the playoffs. He's gonna do something. That's really.
I'm gonna make a mistake. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
By the way, that running back is top 10 in yards in the league too.
Yeah. But everything was on him.
Just saying though.
Okay,
everything's not gonna be on him.
All right, man.
And he's right. Everything's not gonna be on Stafford. It's a balanced team.
All right, we'll see the playoffs. Let's move on forward, man. You know, I wanted to put this in here because I haven't had any Eagles topics in the last like 4 weeks. No reason to talk about them. So I figured might as well let Jordan get a little talk about
one in there.
See how he feeling. Yeah, throw one in there. Throw him a bone. See how they feeling right now. Stuff like that. But they did lose though again. But they lost a close game to the Chargers. So about the Chargers, you think they're back on track? And you see any progress with your Eagles, Jordan? Go ahead.
So I got to see it pretty live. Okay, I had great freaking seats.
Yeah,
appreciate the link. Right. I was happy for the way that they played against a team that I think or had in the top 5 in the AFC. Do I think the Chargers are on track? No.
Right.
Why? They can't stop a nosebleed. The Eagles just ran for over 100 yards on them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really, I mean, they were able to go score for score when they really didn't, when it, throughout the game, just by running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine another team who can really put it together through the air on them, and in the playoffs, keep the ball away from Justin Herbert. You get no rhythm. And a defense that's better than the Eagles. They're done up. He threw, against zone, he was 16 for 16. But he was 30 for 30. He was 32 for 38, 356 yards, no picks, two tutties. That's flawless.
Who was?
Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
Oh, okay.
That's flawless against a zone defense. When I see him going up against a team in the AFC, defense is going to be better. Those teams are probably going to be able to run the ball, maybe except for the Bills and the Chiefs. You feel me?
Why the Eagles couldn't run the ball? They got us.
They did run the ball.
You know what I'm saying? They did run the ball, but when it mattered the most, I mean, the Chargers got the ball back and they went down the field and kicked the field goal. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So my question was, how you feel about your Eagles now? Like,
how am I supposed to feel? Season's over.
I don't know. Nah, but do you see progress? Do you think about Hurts now? Do you believe in Hurts?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like the offense is vanilla as shit, bro. It's like fucking against the Falcons. It was RPO. We're at Oklahoma, and last night it was I formation, 24 dive, fucking 120-pound ball. Like the shit that you learn as a fucking fifth grader. You know what I'm saying? So figure it out. You
don't know yet. You believe in Hurts or Nick Sirianni yet?
I don't believe in Sirianni.
Okay. All right.
And I really don't even have much belief in Hurts. I mean, bro, he's got 11 tutties.
Mm-hmm.
He got 11 tutties.
Passing. He got some rushes, don't he? I think.
Bro, if I see him run out the pocket one more time, if I see him scramble for another first down, I'm going to lose my shit.
He's doing that a lot.
I mean, and sometimes it's like, all right, sometimes you have to, but then sometimes, bro, just stand in the pocket, check it down. Like, you feel, I'm just tired of seeing him run, man. You need to be able to throw the ball through the air as a QB, and I just don't think he can do it. I don't think the play calling has been that great for him to show it, but I also believe that's because Sirianni knows, well, he might not be able to do it.
All right.
So,
all right. Well, that's enough Eagles talk from you. Jeff, how you
feel
about this?
How
you feel about the Chargers, and are they back on track? What do you think about that, bro?
No, I mean, I think the Chargers a year away. You know, I just think they're a year away. Some games they can't figure out how to win, and then some, like this game last night, they damn near lost, and they should have won. So you know, again, I think they're just a year away from where they need to be. I'm not sure even about the coach of the Chargers. Like, I still need to see more on him. We know Herbert's a stud. Allen, he's getting a little long in the tooth. Eckler's constantly hurt. Williams is going to end up being the number one if Allen can't get healthy. And then I think the defensive line, they can pass rush out the ass, but they can't run stop. And that's where the problem comes in. They lost Melvin Ingram this year in the offseason, so that's a body that was gone. You do get, Derwin James back in the backfield to go along with those other guys, but if those linebackers don't stop the run, like George said, team's just going to shove it down their throat. And I never thought they were ready this year anyway. Like I said, I had them finishing third in the division, underneath us and the Chiefs. Yeah, so I never really had them making too much heavy noise, but I think next year there'll be a danger. Let me talk about the Eagles though for a little bit though. I think Hurts is getting a little better. He's better with a run heavy offense. Because he creates the dynamic that if you playing for the play action and then you back up for the throw, if it's not there, he can take off. Last night, he was 10 for 62 on rushes.
But let me ask you though, bro, who is it?
Huh?
Who wouldn't be?
Who wouldn't be what? But not everybody's mobile, so you can't really say who wouldn't be. Like, yeah, the league has
a run game that they had. Like, that's my problem. You feel me? You're not showing anything outside of the run game. You're not.
The quarterback ain't it, and the coach ain't it. Like, I'm waiting to see what Jeffrey Lurie do this offseason because he need to make a decision on the whole thing. So like I said, the Eagles, they still bad, but I'm seeing light in some of the aspects of their game. I definitely am. It's a whole overhaul this offseason. Know that. Cox gone. They might as well just go ahead and dump it all.
No, yeah, facts.
So wait. So I'll let Toby go first. So what do you think about either one? Chargers, Eagles, which one are you talk about?
I guess the Chargers. They're still in the mix, I guess, record wise. But I remember
they lead the division.
Yeah, they lead the division, so they're still mathematically in the mix. They beat an Eagles team that really isn't that good, so it doesn't say much. The game was still close. It came down to the fourth quarter. I got to see what they do in the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure if, like Jeff said, they might be a year away, and I feel like these next couple of games might decide that because I think they play the Vikings. Like that's going to be a good game. If you could beat the Vikings, I feel like that's a good sign. You go in the upward direction. And the Eagles, they're playing okay. I didn't really gain much from it. I don't really know much about the coach. I don't understand his culture.
You don't need to.
Offense. But the quarterback, he's all right.
Wait, no. Did my man say if you beat the Vikings, that's a good sign?
Yeah, I think if you get a dub, if the Chargers could beat the Vikings, I mean the Vikings are better than the Eagles, right?
Okay, yeah, but the Vikings are not the measuring stick.
I mean, okay, the Vikings just lost to the Ravens, took them down to the wire. Yeah, I think if the Chargers could beat the Vikings, especially if they could beat them convincingly, that would be a good sign for them. I think the Vikings aren't a trash team. They're a middle of the pack team. I'm not really scared of them, but the Chargers are in that same bubble. I would say when it comes down to the Vikings, you don't know who's gonna win that game. So
I got the Vikings.
You got the Vikings?
Over the Chargers?
Yeah.
Your ticket blown.
That's gonna be a close game. So if they could beat the Vikings, I feel like that's a good team. That's a good W. The Vikings have been better than I thought. They've been more competitive than I thought they would be, especially the game with the Ravens. I thought the Ravens
and
had
the Cardinals.
Easy. And the Cardinals. So yeah.
Cardinals had to kick a field.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's funny to me. But one last thing. So you think Hurts should be back or no, Jordan? What do you think? What do you say about that next year?
I don't know, bro. We don't have any other. I don't know what else they can do to make it better. So yeah, bring him back because what other options do they have? You look at the draft right now, not hot. Not like this past year. You know what I'm saying? And they need those early draft picks to cover up other things on the team. So it's no sense in going to get a QB. And unless you're going to go get Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson, ain't no sense in trading them picks, which they're not coming to Philly anyway.
So if y'all got the Colts pick and pick number 10, you wouldn't want to pick a QB?
No.
Gotcha. All right.
No.
All right. Let's move on then. Another topic.
Wait, what was you gonna say, Mike? Because you sound like you had some commentary earlier about the Eagles and Chargers.
Well, now I was going to actually ask that question, but my take is like I do think the Eagles are getting better. Jordan Howard, like that's what he should be doing with Miles Sanders, running the fucking ball, and maybe I would have more wins this year right now. But at the same time, and I picked up Jordan Howard too, by the way.
I seen that. I was ready to go pick him up, so I'm like, damn. And you didn't even start him though.
I still won. No, you know why? I started Ball from the Titans and shit. I thought he might be all right, but shit. But anyway, but I think Sirianni is he's not good. Let's just be clear. But I think he want to do his shit his way, and now he's doing shit the right way. Run the ball, establish the run, and get it out there. I don't know if he should be a one and done coach or not. I mean, he probably should be, but I don't think he'll do it or not. With Jalen, I'm with Jordan, man. Like you really got no options or whatever like that. Maybe him and Devontae can develop some more chemistry down the line. As far as Chargers can go, it's going to be nip and tuck with them all year. So moving forward to another AFC West team, but this one lost to another NFC East team, to the Giants. That's the Raiders.
Chiefs.
And that's the Raiders losing to the Giants in a very disappointing loss that nobody expected. So Jeff, I'll let you start. This your team, bro. How disappointing was this loss for the Raiders to you, man?
I mean, it'd just be showing that we ain't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we Super Bowl contenders beat the teams they're supposed to beat.
Let's just mention you saw it.
Huh?
Tell the people you saw it, too.
Yeah, I did. I saw it live and in person. I mean, listen, I've been a part of 2 Derek Carr trips to the New Jersey MetLife Stadium, and both times he played terrible. Like, he's not a traveling quarterback. He's not one that comes across the country, and it's apparent. Like, when he gets east, he played bad, yo. And that's the problem for him. But, again, a lot was going on this week. Again, another headline, negative, nothing in the positive yet. I think, if we get the OBJ thing, we could kind of spurn it, maybe go another direction. But we're still second in the division. The Chargers are right in front of us. They're very opponent. We can catch them. We're not worried about that. I'm not worried about us beating them. I'm not worried about us catching them. But we just gotta form some sort of continuity to beat these bad teams, yo. We lose to bad teams regularly, and that's not a good formula for a team that I think could win the Super Bowl. Not currently constructed that way. Maybe adding a piece or two, but I think we can win the Super Bowl for sure. The defensive line is premier. What I said, the quarterback is playing really well, even though he's had 2 bad games this season, really bad games, like real bad throw-up games. But
So Carr was your blame for the loss?
It definitely, like I said, and I'll say this: he basically gifted the Giants 10 points. The pick 6, and then the missing Waller before the second half ended, wide open in the end zone. That's 10 points. Like that's a flip right there. So again, we only lost by 7.
Yeah.
So granted, you take away the pick 6, it's a tie game, and then we put the ball in the end zone some more. We kicked 3 field goals. We got to score a touchdown. Scoring 9 points on 3 possessions down, that doesn't work for us. I'm interested to see this week coming up, though. I'm interested to see this week. How does new coach bounce back?
Chiefs. I got you. Yeah. All right. That's an L. But Jordan, what you?
I got them to win though. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. They just scored 13 points against the Packers.
I got the Raiders.
Come on, bro.
We'll talk about that later on. But Jordan, what you think on that game, the Raiders and the Giants?
I mean, it was a track game. Everything that's been going on with them, you know what I'm saying? I think really offensively, no Henry Ruggs is a huge loss. I mean, it's a big loss. You feel me? Like, you got a guy who can run by you first down, second down, third down. You got to, as a defense, you got to prepare for that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a big loss. And I think the Raiders need to get a little bit more with the run game. Where's Jacobs?
Mm-hmm.
Where is he? He, to me, can be a top 10 back. I mean, I think he is a top 10 back. You feel what I'm saying? They need to get him going more because that'll just open up the passing game and the play action for them more. You feel what I'm saying? So the defense. I think the defense is fine. The offense couldn't score.
See, we trade the run game for short passes, like passes out to Ingold out the backfield, little dumb shit, like, and that's what I don't like. Like, don't trade the run for those small little passes. We ain't the Patriots. Like, come on, bro, run the ball up in there, man. Like, and especially against a team like the Giants, their D line isn't like known to stop the run like that. So
especially with them being, I mean, you know, you think about it. You got 10 teams right now in the AFC that are either 5-3 or 5-4.
yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of teams. And when you go into the playoffs and you look at those teams, a lot of those teams, I mean, you got to play keep away if you want to win. You got to play keep away if you want to win. If you got to go up against the Chiefs, you got to go up against the Bills. If you got to go up against the Ravens, if you got to go up against Chargers, those teams can air it out when you score points. Even the Ravens can. The Ravens can score points.
Yeah.
So you should be, you know, you got to run the ball and keep the ball away from the opposition. You feel me?
All right, Toby, what you feel about that game and how things went down?
It was a disappointing loss for the Raiders. I honestly thought they were better than, you know, that. I thought they were really taking that next step, especially with the new coach in. They lost Ruggs, but I'm still thinking, you know, it's the Giants, you know, and the Raiders are taking that next step. So, you know, for them, it's still about, you know, what they could do next week. You know, with football, every week, something, you know, you learn something new. So that division is going to be real tough. I remember Jeff, you know, they swore like a few weeks ago they was going to win the division, you know, doing this and that, but you know, back to earth he goes. And
Carr was MVP.
Hey, he does.
You know, we got to see what happens with these.
Count them out.
We'll see.
What happened,
We'll see
Jordan?
if they make any moves.
I said the Broncos, despite the record, you can count them out. Okay, so they don't even need to be worried about that. I don't believe that.
Broncos. I mean, they could upset.
Your new name, Toby Bridgewater, now, man.
They could upset people. I mean, they didn't upset the Cowboys in Dallas. You know, anything could happen, man.
The Cowboys are notorious for blowing, losing mad games in November.
Everybody's not going to win every game.
I mean, you're right, but you know, going down the line, I'm saying you know, you think a team is out doesn't mean they could upset another team and cause another team a loss that they don't need, or you know, a W that they could have got that you know, help them, you know, get to the playoffs.
I think it was daylight savings times and the travel. I think we were just messed up.
Daylight savings, yo. You probably right, yo.
Think about the whole league this week. It was weird. It was mad unorthodox. The whole league, wait, what? The Bills won by 3. The Bills lost to the Jaguars by 3. The Chiefs only scored 13 points against the Packers with no Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? The whole week was real weird. The Eagles took the Chargers down to the field goal at the end. We talking a lot of weird games, bro.
That was supposed to happen.
The Bears damn near came back on the Steelers on Monday Night Football. The Colts hung 45 on somebody with Carson Wentz as the quarterback. Come on, man. Whole week was crazy. All right. Tell me this whole week wasn't like a full moon. The whole week, man.
Whatever. Yeah, the thing about Carson Wentz does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that was the first game of the week.
Any chance he gets to talk about somebody with the Eagles?
I ain't saying just.
I'm just saying the whole week was mad crazy, man. It was a real crazy week.
All right. Well, speaking of that, let's move on forward, man, to the Jags over the Bills. You just mentioned it, Jeff. Good segue. So the Bills, man, they scored 9 points against the Jaguars, and your boy Josh Allen, Jordan, he looked horrible, by the way. So Toby, I'll let you start this time, bro. It's time to start worrying about the Bills following another loss. What do you think?
When it comes to the Bills, I feel like this season their offense have been real shaky at times, real inconsistent. But I mean, when it comes to winning a Super Bowl, I still think it's possible for the team because the NFL is just so crazy. Everybody's kind of shaky, like we just talked about, and this week was real crazy. So I still think they have time to ride the ship and get back into it. But their offense is real shaky, is real inconsistent. They have to figure out what's going on with that side of the ball. You know, they really might need that running game. You know, Josh Allen, you know, he can't do it all.
They definitely need that running game.
Jeff, you like the Bills? So what do you think about them? What's going on? What happened recently?
I think this was just another episode of the wacky after Halloween week, bro. It's just crazy. Like the whole week was bananas. And again, I'm gonna keep like, look, come on, man. The Rams got taken down by the Titans with no Derrick Henry, right?
Man, talk about this game.
I'm just saying the whole week is crazy. So I don't put too much value in this game. Like this is just one of those weeks where everybody has a hiccup, and I think the Bills had the same instance. They just had a hiccup, and next week they'll get on track. I don't put a lot into this. The Jaguars ain't good. And the Jaguars defense isn't that good. Like, it was just a lot of the Bills being, not playing good football. And that's just where it boiled down to.
All right. So you ain't worried about it. All right, Jordan. It's time to worry about the Bills for you. What do you think, bro?
I'm a little concerned. Because it was 3-3 at halftime last week. If I'm not mistaken, the score ended up only being 17-3. Against the Miami Dolphins.
I'll give you that.
Then they come out against the Jaguars. See, they look at the teams and say, okay. Then they come out against the Jaguars. Y'all don't score no touchdown.
None.
They don't even get a touchdown. And Josh Allen has 2 picks, no touchdowns. It's time to look around like, yo, they definitely need to find a running game. The defense isn't the problem. The offense hasn't been consistent at times.
Look at that. Oh, I put the logo.
Okay. Got it in my corner.
Man, I like that, bro.
Like that. You're going places. Hold on.
Yeah, I was just doing it the whole time we were talking. But go ahead.
Nah, I just think I think they definitely do need to find a running game, and I think that there's a little bit of Mahomes and Josh Allen. You're trying to do too much sometimes. Give what the defense, take what the defense gives you, go down the field, get in the end zone. You were making all these splash plays, running out right, left, throwing it 40, 50 yards. It's not every week. So be patient, you know what I'm saying? And don't turn the ball over. But they need to be a little bit concerned because the offense has really been slow for 3 straight weeks. It's been 2. It's really been 3 straight weeks. That they was really slow. Well, they had some big plays against Tennessee, but who did they play after Tennessee? I really can't remember who they played after Tennessee.
My issue is the running game. And they got Zach Moss, Singletary, but they don't run the ball enough. I think it's week 10, week whatever 9. Ted and Josh Allen still leads the team in rushing. That's a problem. And they don't use the running back. Singletary is more out the backfield, but Allen can't keep doing it all. And you see when you put too much on him, what happens? I feel like their offense is not balanced enough for them to win a Super Bowl, in my opinion. And I don't think and the defense is not too bad, but I just feel like that the same problems they always had. It's just that Allen made some heroic plays to mask it early in the season, but without them, like most football teams, you got to have more balance and stuff like that. So
I don't like McDermott that much either. I'm not really a big fan of McDermott.
Bro. He turned that franchise around.
Then what did Josh Allen do?
Bro, when he got there, the Bills were a laughingstock, bro. The Bills were horrendous.
Bro, Josh Allen.
Before McDermott got there, bro, they were terrible. Then they picked up McCoy. Their quarterback was fucking your boy Fitzpatrick. And they made a playoff run, if I'm not mistaken. And everything after that was kind of just, 500 somewhat, you know what I mean?
I mean, I still give more credit to Josh Allen than Sean McDermott. I just do. I'm sorry. Sean McDermott had Cam Newton in the Carolina. He ain't really.
He made it to the playoffs before Josh Allen even got there.
Well, all right. Well, I just want to. I don't know about McDermott either, but I think the team got to get more back. And that's all McDermott too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all him.
Yeah,
the play calling, telling them like, "Yo, let's get the formality. Like, this is our scheme. This is what we do. Let's do this."
Right. All right. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. All right. Well, moving on forward, man. The Browns upset the Bengals, killing Toby's ticket, but also. The Browns, they did win first game without OBJ. So without him now, can they make a run? Are they actually better without OBJ? What do you think, Toby?
I do think they are somewhat better without OBJ, and I'm just going based off the numbers. I mean,
Right.
without OBJ last year, they damn near almost went to the Super Bowl. They got as close as they possibly could, you know. And Baker just better without him. So I don't know about a run though, because I gotta look at their schedule. I don't think the NFL is just too hard, especially at this point. There were some games that they shouldn't have lost. But I don't know about a run, but they are better, and hopefully OBJ finds a team. But Baker's not winning. He's better, but I don't think he's enough, to get you over the top, even though they did good last year.
All right, Jordan, what you think, bro?
I mean, by the numbers and obviously what it seems like, you could just tell Baker plays better without him because there's no stress to really get Odell the ball. Personally, I think it's an indictment on Kevin Stefanski and the offense because I understand that the offense is this constructed certain offense, but there's no way as a head coach within your offense you cannot find a way to make Odell Beckham fit. That I think is bullshit. That's crazy that you can't have a talent like him fit in your offense. That lies on Stefanski and the team and Baker. But if they go to the playoffs and go on a run, everybody's going to say, well, look, they play better without him. Baker played better without him. And it seems to be true, but it really shouldn't be. I mean, I don't know how you can't get, I don't know how there's no connection with a guy like Odell. I just don't.
I told you, man, he's money without them, I'll try to tell you. But anyway, Jeff, what do you think, bro? What's your opinion?
I think Baker's soft as baby shit. Like his mentality. Like, I always look at situations when a quarterback has a strong-headed wide receiver like the Eagles back with Terrell Owens and McNabb, and they can't make it work. Like, bro, you don't be so damn soft. Like, bro, you need to make this work. Like, get him the ball. He bet. How can we really sit here and say that the Cleveland Browns are better without Odell Beckham Jr.?
Numbers don't lie, though, bro.
Numbers ain't everything, bro.
But to Jeff's point is right. To my point, there's no way. Exactly. Go ahead.
You can't say that. Like, you can't tell me that with a talent like him, you can't tell me any better. Yeah, it might look good this first week against the Bengals. All right, they hung the 40. Nobody expected that. It was the oh, thank God we got rid of him game. But what's gonna happen next week, bro?
And then what's going to happen when you need somebody to come and make an explosive play? Where does it come from?
Because Juice ain't Odell. Juice ain't him. He not it. And then Chubb is out for the season, right?
Chubb was killing the other day.
He had COVID. He's got COVID.
Yeah, COVID. That's what he got. Okay, he got COVID now. Okay, he out for a game.
And was balling. He was playing Sunday.
He still might play because he's vaccinated. He has
to. Nah, they already put him on the list.
Yeah, I was reading that earlier.
I heard that they said he has to test negative twice before Sunday because he's vaccinated.
I had him on fantasy, bro. They're showing him already out.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Look, I know the Browns are going to be good. They are good. I disagree with Jordan. I think the Stefanski offense is really well. It's set up. It's been designed based around a team that had the same exact opportunities, the Minnesota Vikings. 2 wide receivers, a good running back, and a pretty good quarterback. Offense is exactly the same in Minnesota. So why they can't make it work here with Beckham? It only leads me to believe that Baker Mayfield is the problem. Like, he's the one that's not making it work. He's soft as shit. Like,
so you don't think that has anything to do with Stefanski? You think it's all Baker?
I think it's all Baker. I do. Like, the offense can be explosive. You have the utensils. You have the tools. Why he can't make it work? You got 2 running backs in the backfield. You had 2 good receivers, a 1A, a 1 and a 2. And like, come on, why you can't make this work, bro? Like, he's so worried about Baker demanding, like it's giving him a headache in the motherfucking huddle or something, or is stressing him out to get Baker the ball because Baker's saying, "Give me the ball, bro." Stop. Come on, man. You getting paid $10-20 million, you know what I'm saying, to be a professional quarterback. Stop with the bullshit, man. Stop it. Come on, man. We can't be putting this all on Odell. We can't be.
All right, my turn. Listen, I disagree wholeheartedly.
Wait, Toby, you went? Toby
went already. Yeah. So I think that first of all, it's not just this game. Like Toby said when he went last year, they got to almost Super Bowl without Beckham. So the numbers proving that they win better, and it's because he can spread the ball around. He don't have to demand, like you said, Jeff, to give to one receiver, stuff like that. His vision is not like I'm looking one way all the time. That's what happens sometimes with diva receivers, especially ones who are, I ain't gonna say washed, but they ain't what they used to be, stuff like that. And I mean, I get your point, Jeff, but at the same time, sometimes it's better to be able to spread it around and say, I got to focus on one person. And like I said, man, like 2 running backs are great, but I just feel like they're more balanced when he could just go through his progressions and his reads. Because some of those plays his dad showed or whatever, Beckham dad, he was going through his progressions.
But
yeah,
then, so then they better win the Super Bowl then.
They better.
They
better, yo.
For real though. They no real shit. They better. They better get to the Super Bowl.
First of all, you picked them with the Super Bowl.
I did. They better get there because
with Odell though. He picked it with Odell.
Yeah, and I picked it with the fact that in all reality, bro, like come on, bro, Baker has not been what he was last year. Yesterday was more of last year than anything. Towards the end of the
difference
after Odell went out.
Right, that's the whole point. You're making my point.
I don't think that was. I think that's bullshit.
Okay.
I think that's bullshit.
You and Jeff. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's bullshit.
And I think the organization need to step up. You know, most times when you got a star receiver and they go to an organization and the culture is already ingrained and like this is how it works, motherfucker. Around here, you get right. With the Browns, they're not getting right. They don't have a culture.
This isn't even the coach or GM that traded for him, so that could be it too. They probably said, Baker or Odell. We're gonna take Baker. So he better produce then. He better produce.
They was friends off the field. Be honest with you.
That's
correct. On the field issues that they had, stuff like that. And I think on the field was because Beckham was demanding the ball, like any receiver, Keyshawn back in the day, just give me the damn ball, stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But right though, right, exactly though, bro. How can you not have a guy of his caliber and not get him the ball? That is a quarterback issue and also a coach issue.
Damn, man.
And if you of his caliber, I got to see if his caliber is still there. To be honest with you, I
got to see it too. We got to see his caliber.
He was there without Baker. The first year he got the Baker, the first year he got the Baker, he had 1,000-yard season with
Baker.
Yeah, but since then his injuries have been an issue. But Baker don't even get him the ball when he's on the field.
All right, we're gonna see, man. So far, one for me because they better without Odell. We're gonna see.
All right, one game, we got you.
All right. Speaking of Toby's Broncos, he likes
Toby was. I think Toby just didn't like me this season because he said the Chargers and the Broncos was like, oh yeah, the Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders.
Yeah, terrible.
Well, anyway, the Broncos did beat the Cowboys though, and in a crazy upset, they were 30-0 at one point. Let's let Jordan talk about his favorite team, the Cowboys, bro. Do you think that was a blip for the Cowboys who had won 6 straight, or something to worry about moving forward?
No, I don't think it's really anything to worry about. I think it was a blip. Dak was rusty, didn't get any, didn't play last week. You know what I'm saying? Didn't they come up a bye? Right?
Yeah. Cooper Rush played last week.
Yeah, Cooper Rush played last week.
Monday night.
He didn't play. I just think it's just, look, you're not going to – there's going to be times where you go – one, everybody's not going to win every game. 2, you're going to come up against teams who people are going to, the Cowboys should roll through them. Man, Denver heard that shit all week. Denver heard everybody say, they're going to get smacked around, whoop, whop, bang. They said, fuck that. We coming in there and we putting our foot down. That's what happens sometimes. That's what happens.
No team too.
In any given Sunday. So I think that's just really what happened. I don't even think the Dallas was ready for them to get smacked like that. I mean, they ran up, they was running that thing all up and down like that. They was running the rock. I think, I think just like we talked about the Bengals, they kind of laughed. They said, all right. And Denver was like, okay, we're going to come in there, smack you in the mouth. That's what happened. And they move on to the next week.
Every underdog did that this week.
Right. That shit's going to happen to every team at least once or twice throughout the season. And it's a long-ass season. So,
what about Dallas defense then? What do you think about that?
Yeah, just like I said, bro, I really just think
wasn't ready.
I really don't think they was prepared for them to come in there, run the ball, right? I think that they thought they would be a little bit deflated because they just lost Von Miller.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think really they underestimated them, and they came in there and said, "Look, when you underestimate people in the NFL, look, ain't too much difference. Like this shows you that every team is talented.
They get paid too.
Every team in the NFL is talented to win. It's the three things that separate you: coaching, execution, and turnovers and penalties and shit.
That's like 5 things he's named.
Well,
5 things.
coaching.
You mentioned training staff.
Fucking guy, man. Coaching, execution, and then I'm gonna loop in together as one mistakes as turnovers and penalties. Okay, so mistakes, penalties, and turnovers. You feel me? So
all right, Jeff, you agree? Just a blip, just a bad week. What you think, bro?
Yep. I just think the Cowboys had a bad week, short week. Dak missed the last game.
Daylight savings again, huh?
All that. I'm just saying, like again, the Cowboys defense. We all glamour at Diggs and how great he is. He get burnt a lot though. He give up the most yards in the league.
He gamble a lot. That's what
he do. He take high risk, high reward. So he gets burnt a lot. And that's something I would be concerned about really later on, like when the playoffs come. He got to be more sound, more focused. I know you want to be a gambler or a ball hawk, but as we saw years back in the Minnesota Miracle, a gamble could cost you a game. Mm-hmm. So I think he's got to, the coaching staff has kind of prepare him for the second half run of the season. I think the Cowboys will be fine. Zeke went down with a knee sprain or something like that. Hopefully it's not any damage or anything like that. But even though Tony Pollard filled in very well this year for him. And I'm sure he'll be happy to take more touches if Zeke is hurt. But just a blimp on the radar. The Broncos are just playing spoiler. That's just go ahead and play spoiler.
All right. Toby, what you think, bro?
I just thought, I'm gonna go with the blip. I think the Cowboys aren't as bad as they looked against Denver. That was a bad loss, but I still think they're playing the NFC East. They're still gonna be fine. They still have multiple W's awaiting them. So, that's a blip on the radar for the Cowboys.
All right. I mean, I kind of agree with you on the blip. I do with Jordan's first point. I think was the best. I think Dak was rusty. He probably didn't get that many reps this week either. Coming into the game, probably looked a little bit past them as far as the offense is concerned. Mm-hmm. I think they kept him in those last few minutes to score those garbage touchdowns to kind of get him more reps that he wasn't getting, so that way they'll come back next week, strong. So it happens. I still don't trust McCarthy no matter what, but I could definitely see that it was a blip.
Toby, who they got next week, Toby?
Who, the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Falcons? Yeah. Falcons been playing good.
I'm mad as hell, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. Next topic, though. You just know why too. Next topic gonna be
my game.
Yeah, and I also picked the Falcons too.
Set him up.
I know, bro.
Set him up.
Yo, because I be knowing. I'm telling you, man. I was gonna pick the Falcons so bad, man. But anyway, man, Chiefs over Packers, bro. Now. Packers didn't have Aaron Rodgers. Not much take away from the Packers, but the Chiefs' offense didn't look good, but the defense played well. So, are we more encouraged by the defense or more worried about the offense at this point, Jeff?
Encouraged by the defense. We need to see some signs of life from them, And you bring the backup quarterback in, the defense better tone up, come up, show up, let's go. Play hard, play good, and they kept them in the game. I'm not really concerned about the offense because at any moment Patrick Mahomes can just turn into the Patrick Mahomes we know. And I know Andy is pass heavy, no run, just pass heavy, all crazy. But I think Mahomes is so good, he'll regulate that. He'll be able to kind of get them right in the ship. So this was a good thing to see the defense kind of show out. What they give up 7 points? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was real good. That was real good. That's a confidence builder on the road Sunday night against a formidable opponent. I know no Rodgers, but still, a lot of other teams took the underdogs for granted, and they showed that you can't do that in the NFL because they all get paid, they all adults, they all play good. I just think, I like the defense holding them to 7 points. It would have been bad if they had to give up 30 to this Jordan Love guy.
All right, what you feel, Toby? You more encouraged by the defense or worried about the offense for the Chiefs?
I'm definitely more worried about their offense.
Okay.
To put up 13 points, the game come down to the fourth quarter where Patrick Mahomes has to to make a last pass to beat the Packers without Aaron Rodgers. I'm definitely worried about their offense. The Packers are playing, they're playing better on defense, but I mean they didn't have Aaron Rodgers. So what were the Packers doing on offense? They weren't doing anything, and the Chiefs were not scoring at all. So only have 13 points. I'm definitely worried about their offense. I don't know what's going on with them. They have to shake out of it because at this pace they are definitely not going back to the bowl at all. So definitely worried about the offense.
You don't think the Packers defense is any good? Like with the players they got?
They're good, but 13 points? I don't know, man. 13 points. I don't think seeing the Chiefs get held to 13 points like that. Yeah, without Aaron Rodgers, like the offense isn't really doing. Yeah, their defense. You talking about the Chiefs defense? The Chiefs.
No, the Packers defense. You don't think the Packers defense any good?
They're solid, but they shouldn't be. Patrick Mahomes should be able to score 13 points, more than 13 points, in my opinion. Especially without Aaron Rodgers, without the offense on the other side doing anything.
Jordan, what you think? What you more encouraged by the defense or worried about the offense?
I'm not encouraged by the defense. That showed me nothing. It showed me they still suck. And the offense showed me that they still kind of suck too. I gotta agree with Toby. You have a quarterback who, in all reality, is really a rookie. He's really a rookie. Right. So he came out there, didn't really play well. Right. I mean, had one touchdown. It was crap. Green Bay's defense is solid, right? But if Aaron Rodgers is there, it's a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
It's a blowout. So the Chiefs have a serious problem. I agree with Toby. When a team doesn't have – if the Packers didn't have Aaron Rodgers, y'all should be able to score more than 13 points.
But that's the offense.
Hold on, bro. The Chiefs kept giving them the damn ball. Green Bay only scored 7 points. You only scored 13. He had the ball the whole fucking game.
So I'm confused about what point are you making here? Like, I mean, they had the ball the whole game.
The Chiefs are at this point are done up, bro.
Well, we know that.
It didn't show me anything about the defense because they didn't go against anybody. They went against me out there, for Christ's sakes. It's a fucking rookie.
But you all Winslow, so I mean, I don't know. Everybody.
Two tutties. Two tutties. The fuck? And then
that was funny.
And then you got. I mean, bro, they're practically handing you the game if they can't score. They scored one touchdown, and y'all can't score more than 13 points. That's bad, bro. You got to give a little bit of credit to Green Bay's defense, a little bit. I'm not saying they're terrible, but there's no way in a game where you don't have Rodgers and the Packers' offense is essentially anemic. They didn't do anything. They didn't score until 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They didn't score until 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. There's no way they should only have 13 points. I'm worried about them. They might not make the playoffs.
The who?
The Chiefs.
Yeah, they might not make the playoffs.
They might not make the playoffs, bro.
Okay. A lot of passion with Jordan there. I want to. I think I kind of. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with them all, Jeff. Like it's hard to really judge the defense against a rookie. You know what I mean? And then you can kind of keen in on the Packers running game because you're playing a rookie. And I think the Chiefs blitzed the hell out of him, actually, Jordan Love. Basically more than blitz anybody because they knew he was a rookie, basically, all game. But they might want to blitz even more now. You know what I mean? It kind of worked for him a little bit. We'll see. But the offense, man, yeah, with Tyreek Hill, you still got Kelsey, Hill, and Mahomes. 13 points is crazy for them to score. And I feel like this offseason, man, Andy, Eric B, if he's still there, they got to come with some new schemes, honestly. Because because ever since Tampa Bay had the Super Bowl, defenses have figured them out. You know what I mean? They played the safety deep for Tyreek Hill. They body up Kelsey in the front line. Like now if they get Odell, we'll see.
Sidebar, breaking news just came out. Odell is interested in Green Bay.
Who called Green Bay? I said Green Bay.
Green Bay?
Yeah, I said that. You was like, no.
Did we all say what?
Fuck no. You was like,
Bro, I said KC, Green Bay, and Vegas.
He
You
did
said-
say KC.
Oh, today you did.
Yeah, he did.
Today you did. Before that, you was like just KC at Vegas.
No, I wanted him to go to Vegas. I did want him to go. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want him to go to Vegas at first. I wanted to
And
see.
you said you ain't want Green Bay. You said he should be the number one because Devontae there or whatever like that. But I like him.
Yeah. True number one. He can go to Vegas.
Yeah, but I
He
like him.
fined
in
the
Green Bay.
Packers too for the COVID thing.
He what?
They hit the Packers with a fine. Them and Rodgers for the
Oh
COVID
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Wow, that's like
Yeah.
all right. Well, anyway, moving on.
That's light.
I mean, for a team,
For him,
that's
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, for him too, and a team.
Yeah.
When you find an NFL team, it's like some change to them. It's like,
Slap on the wrist, literally.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. All right. Well, moving forward, man. We're done with the topics here. Let's get to our power rankings 1 through 5, man. We shook it up this week because a lot of losses, upsets. We're gonna see, man. Who want to start?
I'll go, bro, because
right.
I really didn't put too much thought into it.
All right.
Right now, I'm gonna just put the Cardinals at number one. I was impressed with them taking a dub with no Hopkins and Murray with a divisional game against San Fran. So I'm just gonna put them number one. I got the Cardinals at number one. For the hell of it, I'm gonna put the Titans at number two. They got the most impressive wins.
Jeez, they wasn't even in your top 5 last week, bro.
But it's week to week, right? And it can change. Right?
What a leap.
It can change, right? So I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I'm gonna go with the Titans, right? I like the Ravens at number 3, and then I still like the Rams in my top 5. All right, and then I still really like I still like Green Bay in my top 5. So those would be my top 5. Dallas was in my at my third last week. I know I said it's just a blip, but I'm gonna take you out because the Titans have had a more impressive. I mean, obviously they won, and it was a more impressive win for me.
All right. Tell me what you got, bro.
I got the Cardinals at 1. There's a lot of craziness this week. This team didn't play this week, but I got them at number 2. I got the Bucks at number 2.
Who at number 2?
Oh,
Tampa Bay.
Oh, Bucks. So yeah.
Number 3, I got. I'm gonna go Packers at number 3. Packers number 3 with Aaron Rodgers. They healthy. They're number 3. 4, I'm going Tennessee Titans. And number 5, I'm going Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are finally in my top 5.
see, not far off from what I just said.
That's far off. Yo,
It's just a little flip flop.
That's wrong.
It's just a little flip flop.
Jeff, what you got, bro?
I got the Cardinals. I got the Rams still. I got the Packers. I'm going to take the Buccaneers. And then lastly, I'm going to throw – and actually none of my – and I'm going to throw the Cowboys in. I have no AFC East.
Wow.
No AFC teams in the top 5.
No Titans, no Ravens.
No Ravens, no. Hell no. The Ravens?
And you have the Rams there?
Ravens?
Yeah, I got the Rams at 2. No matter, with the loss, like I said, it just happens. 3, I got the Packers. They had no Rodgers. 4, I got the Buccaneers because they are 6-2. And they undefeated at home. And then I got the Cowboys.
But they had a bye week.
The Cowboys in there.
Huh?
I said they took an L and they just had a bye week. How do you have them?
They still the 4th best team in the NFL. They undefeated at home. And okay, they lost to a divisional opponent. I mean, nobody's undefeated. Everybody's lost.
No, I'm just saying there's other teams.
What other team? Like, tell me what other team is better than the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm not arguing the Buccaneers.
At 4.
Buccaneers definitely should be top 5.
And I got them at 4. I don't have them at like 2 or 3. I got them at 4.
You know, I kind of like Jeff's top 5 a little bit. Honestly.
I mean, I feel you.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals at 1. That y'all right. That win coming off the loss and the win without their 2 top stars. That showed good coaching for your boy. What's his name, Jeff?
Kingsbury.
Yeah, I definitely got to give him some props for that. So Cardinals at 1. Titans with another signature win, and they got the most, like Jordan said. So I'm gonna have to put them at 2. Because I mean, come on, man. They've been beating people.
Yeah, they've been beating some teams, Jack.
Yeah.
Run me off who they beat. That's so.
No.
Go ahead. Go
They
ahead.
beat Buffalo.
Yeah.
They beat Kansas City.
Yep.
They
Just
beat.
other teams say Chiefs ain't even making the playoffs.
I mean,
Like,
that was at the time. Shit.
no, the Chiefs were not on sync at all this season, bro.
No, bro. They played them early in the season, like week 3.
I'm saying they have not been in sync all season. They've been. We ain't not 1 week have we said, "Yo, the Chiefs look like the Chiefs that's going to win the Super Bowl."
I'm giving it to them. So I got
right,
Chiefs.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Buffalo. They just beat the Rams.
Let Mike go.
All right.
I'm all right. So what else? I said Cardinals. I said Titans because of the signature wins. Stretch the schedule, wherever you want to put it. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, Titans. I like the Ravens. I don't know why you got no love for the Ravens. I got the Ravens at 3, actually.
Yeah, Baltimore.
What the hell?
This is impressive right here. I'm not gonna lie. This is impressive.
What? Twice
Look at all these teams they beat in a row.
Yeah.
Bro, first of all, you got the Colts up there. First of all, I'm not even discussing anything.
Bro, the Colts ain't nothing to just say, all right.
Bro, they beat the Bills, Chiefs, Colts, Rams.
That's impressive, bro. That's impressive, bro.
The Bills are starting to show their true colors, like we already said. We already said the Chiefs ain't nothing. You already said the Chiefs is kind of sussy.
Not back then, though, bro.
Not like that.
That's 2 weeks ago, Mike.
No. The Chiefs have been they've been
sussy all year.
They were still sussy, like, kind of going into that game.
Bro, we all had the Chiefs coming in that game, bro.
No, we didn't. I remember that week.
I had the Titans. Everybody, y'all had the Chiefs.
I had the Chiefs. But they were still iffy. We picked them because they're gonna shake out of it.
Exactly.
They just looked the worst that week.
They not good this year.
You picked them too, bro.
I know because I wanted them to shake out, but after that loss and then the last couple of weeks, I'm just
for them to go through those 4 games, that
was a good 4-game stretch, though.
That
won all of
them,
them. So
I give y'all 75%. I ain't giving y'all 100% agreement. I'll give you 75% of them games. 50%. I'm bugging.
All right. Let me finish. I got the. Yo, y'all like the Colts, you said, right? I got Cardinals, Titans. My third was the Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Rams, 2, and the Bucks. Those are my 5, actually.
So the Packers fall out because Rodgers missed a week and they lose a game. Because you had the Packers like 3 last week.
That's tough. You're right. You're actually right, Jeff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take out the I'm gonna take out the Bucks and go to Packers. Actually, you're right.
How you gonna take the Ravens? How do Ravens even get into anybody?
Why are they not in the top 5?
Ravens should be in top 5 after. They should be in 5. That's arguable.
Who they play this week?
Well, last time they lost, the Ravens. They
just had to lose a couple.
They had a bye, and
because they lost the first one, 1-4, lost 1, and then won 2 more. They just beat this team by 3 points only.
Minnesota been playing everybody well all season.
You and Toby on the same drink, huh? Yo, Minnesota is a litmus test now. Wow, I'm done.
They're good. I mean, they proved this week that they decent.
I'm never mentioning the Minnesota Vikings as a litmus test this year. Don't even ask me.
Bro, I even said it in the last show. I'm like, Zimmer should be fired because he keeps losing on these last minute games. All
right. Well, those are I like the 1 through 5, man. But let's give our picks now. Jordan, since you kind of already gave yours, you might as well start. These are the games. We got Raiders versus Chiefs. Vikings versus Chargers. And you know what? Hold on.
That's not even a hard pick, the Raiders and Chiefs. That's not a tough game.
Oh,
you're wild, yeah.
Hold on.
Not a tough game, bro.
Yo, the Chiefs are favorite, though.
Hold on. Before I do that, let me go through last week. Last week, we all had the Chiefs. We all had the Packers. We switched it all in the chat. Then me, Jeff, Toby had the Patriots. And then my man Mac Jones and Jordan had the Panthers because he loves Panthers. I don't know why. And then we all had the Saints and lost, and I should have had the Falcons or whatever.
Anyway.
Love your team.
What a disappointment the Panthers are, though. Seriously, like I also admit when I'm wrong. I'll also admit when I'm wrong. Right?
Okay.
It's fucking Sam Darnold.
Terrible. That's horrible, man. I'm telling you that. That's I'm just
like, what? Yo, what happened?
It's horrible.
What you thought he did in the offseason that you was thinking he was going to come to Carolina?
He said it's going to win 10 games.
Wait, but then he was saying the Panthers defense was like top 5 in the league. Like,
no, they were. Yo, hold on. They balled through, but they didn't play.
The defense is okay, but
the defense is all right.
Darnold's gonna throw you a couple picks.
Yeah,
that's gonna be
Darnold is just such a disappointment, man.
Toby, we ain't letting you off Toby 2 gloves. Like, we ain't off the Teddy Bridgewater and the Broncos thing, no?
What about them? What about
They not that good this year, man.
All right. Well, now I was 2-1. Jeff 2-1. Jordan 1-2 because his Panthers pick, and Toby 2-1. Me and Jeff are still tied at 15-12. Jordan 13-14 under 500, and Toby's 500, 12-12.
Damn.
All right.
You should have ran away when you had a chance, bro. It's over now.
I could have, man. I could have.
Should have ran away when you had a chance.
Nah, now I'm running away with it. I'm not picking no bullshit no more.
Well, we'll see this week.
All right. Well, I already put it out there. So we got Raiders and Chiefs, Vikings and Chargers, and Browns versus Pats.
I was trying to pick the Browns and Pats.
I'm
Okay.
going Raiders,
Hunger games.
Raiders, Vikings, Browns. Book it.
Raiders, Vikings, Browns.
Hold on, let me see. Jordan.
Wow, you going over 3 this week? You going 1-2 this week? My bad.
Where's that game at? Let me see.
So
They can show you the second team is always home.
You got the Chargers and the Pats?
Chargers at the crib.
Yeah, I got the Chargers and the Pats for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think I might go with
You
Chargers.
might go 1-2.
I'm right. Nah,
I'm going
You
Chargers, Pats, and Raiders and Chiefs.
it's tough for you.
Hey, yo, Mac Jones, okay, is going to be looking like Justin Fields against Cleveland.
Mac Jones, long as Mac Jones don't look like Baker Mayfield, I'm good.
Mac Jones.
Who you got, Toby? Hold on. So what you got?
Wait, let me see something.
What's the spread on these?
That's what I'm looking at.
They all like under 2. That's why I picked this game.
Yeah, they are. No, but nobody's favored in that game, though, I don't think anymore.
I think
Oh,
it's
that's
1.5.
Chiefs is Sunday night.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yo, the Browns are smacking them, yo. I'm letting y'all know. The
I
Browns
got-
are smacking them.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs, yo.
Chiefs. Who else you got, Toby?
I got the Chiefs, I got the Chargers, and I got the Patriots.
Wow, you could go 0-3.
You could go 0-3.
You could go 0-3.
You could go 0-3, Toby.
I'm not winning that game.
What do you mean? Okay, I'm sticking with the Chiefs, man. I feel like
The
Nah,
Pats are
Raiders,
winning that game.
I feel like they're gonna beat the Raiders, and I got the Chargers at the crib.
Max
And I got
Crosby's
the
gonna have
Pats.
2
The Browns.
sacks.
I'm not gonna say that. About
Crosby's gonna have 2 sacks. Mahomes gonna have 2 turnovers, and the score is gonna be 26-20.
They just lost to the G, man. I'm done with them.
Stop it, Toby.
25.
Yo,
It's a no.
It's
I'm done
over.
with them, man. I got the Chiefs, yo. Chiefs about to
Alright.
take over now. They about to go and they run back to being how they used to be.
And you're gonna be you're gonna stay right below
I'm
500.
actually gonna go 3-0. Y'all
You're
gonna
stay right
go.
below 500 with that shit.
All right, Jeff. Well, I'm still top, so I'm going last. So what you got?
Yeah, hold on. You backed into first, like.
I'm back into it. What you mean?
All right, whatever, bro. Shockingly, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, Chargers, and Pats.
Wow.
Toby might be right. I think they might turn it up this week.
Mhm.
I think they was waiting for this little. I think that beating the Packers in the Packers Sunday night, not scoring a bunch. I don't know. That might springboard them.
The Raiders gonna come in there. They're gonna smack them in the mouth. Okay. The Chargers kept it close with us.
No,
They're
no.
gonna come in there and say, okay, we just lost another close one.
Let me look at the Vikings.
We're gonna get this one.
I'm not giving the Vikings no love on this one.
All right.
My turn.
Look, I'm scared for my team. Every week I gotta watch the headlines to see what might come across.
And then
Like, wait, Raiders. Oh shit, man.
Didn't they get did they get D-Jack or no?
Yeah, we got him.
they did.
No, honestly,
Like, but I think that's a consolation prize. I think that's the sign that we couldn't get Odell.
It
I
is.
think I might switch squad. I might switch.
You stay switching, bro. What you got? Come on, Toby.
Hey yo, we should be allowed to switch up to Friday and Saturday, man.
Saturday.
No.
No.
No. Only, I feel like it should only matter for like with the COVID.
The Aaron Rodgers thing.
Only.
Yeah.
And
Nigga,
a
nigga said
significant
Saturday.
injury.
Yeah, like
Significant injuries.
Yo.
it's Tuesday though. He right.
Huh?
That's a long time between now and Sunday. I mean, he might have a little point.
Nah, I ain't got no point.
Maybe like
Stuff
Friday.
happens
Because
on the
Friday's when they give out like the last like reports and stuff.
Spread and all that. Yeah, they got to because the game on Sunday.
Man, we listen, we'll do more the next season. We're doing the same thing all season, bro. All right, we're gonna keep it as what it is.
So go ahead, Mike. What you what?
Oh, my fault. It's tough for me. Jordan make a lot of points, man. I don't know, but I'm gonna say, damn, this gonna be the week, Jeff, when we separate.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Should
We're
I
gonna
go
separate one way or another.
should I go with the Raiders or the Chiefs on that one?
Hard, bro. It's a hard game.
And I got Mahomes and Hill, so I kind of want them to go off or whatever like that.
I know, but in reality, what's that? Spider-Man?
Where?
Tell Toby Hood, man.
I don't know what the fuck.
Big pen.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. So here's what we separate. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Chargers, but I'm gonna go with the Browns, actually. So,
oh, Jeff's gonna take the lead. Ain't no way. But I'm actually stuck on the Chargers game, yo.
I gotta check Baker's record against Belichick, but before in the next 3 minutes before we get off.
Whatever. I probably wants your Raiders, to be honest with you, or something like that. Because Chiefs been so down. Part of me wants your Raiders because Chiefs.
I know, I
down.
do too, but it's so much.
Chiefs ain't winning this game.
Where's that game at?
Kansas City, I think. I thought it was in Kansas City based on how you put it on the schedule.
Yeah.
No, it's in Las Vegas.
It is?
Sunday night.
Damn, I thought it was in Kansas
Oh, it's
City.
Sunday night at KC.
Sunday night in Vegas.
It's Vegas.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch that up too.
I'm
about to switch my whole thing actually, bro. Before we go, so I want the Raiders now, the Chargers, and the Browns.
Some of them Chiefs players might go out on the town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I was just checking. What's the name's record against the Patriots?
So you got Raiders, Chargers, Browns. Toby, what you doing now?
I'm staying with the Patriots. I'm gonna stay with the. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. Yo. I'm going with the Vikings.
God, y'all hilarious, yo.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Yo, that's why I don't hit no tickets and shit. Y'all stay switching and shit.
Oh, that's why I don't play. That's why I don't gamble.
I'm going with the Vikings, and then I'm going with the I'm gonna stick with the Chiefs, man.
All right. I love these were good picks this week, man.
Yeah, every week you've been doing good with these.
All right, let's see.
This is my week to go above 500, man. If I don't go above 500 this week, man.
I about to say, so like my spreads and my money lines been hitting the last 2 weeks.
You ain't won, did you?
Huh?
When the last time you won?
He won the last 2 weeks.
I came up last 2 weeks. Spread though.
Wow. Oh, that's why you won't walk around Target like you smacking niggas. So you got a couple of hours now.
I mean, he only be winning $110.
I know, right? On $7 bets. like yo, it's a come up 7 for 110. All right, bro. What you so back?
Fuck out of here. That ain't bad shit. $7?
Nigga, now that you done won $100 twice, you should bet more.
Now
money.
you want me to do? Nah, this is what I see. Now relax. Keep my strategy. Hold on.
I'm listening.
So I do all the 1 o'clock games. Then I do all the 4 o'clock games.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
$10. The one joint I won was 150.
Right.
The other one was 120.
Right.
So I'm gonna take that 100. I'm gonna leave that $50 in there. I'm gonna leave that $20 in there. That's $70 for me to fuck with, and I'm good.
Mike, who you take, Mike? What you take?
Cool. Now the most I'm putting on the bet, bro.
Like, you know what I took,
bro, just tell me what you picked, bro.
I took Chiefs. I'm sticking with the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with that Chiefs game, bro. Fuck.
Because I did Raiders, Chargers, Pats. I did Raiders, Chargers, Browns, right?
Yeah, I already had Chargers, Browns. It's the
All
other
right.
game that separate us or whatever. Chiefs and Raiders. Man, that's
it's a lot of dynamic. 8:20 Sunday night, Vegas.
You know what, man? I think Andy gonna be ready. I'm going with Big Red and the Chiefs, man. Fuck it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going with Chiefs and the Vikings, man. That's another one that's kind of tough.
Yeah, you don't know who's gonna show up. Like what team?
I know, but Chargers, man. Like I'm gonna think they are who we thought they were in the beginning. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. So I got Chiefs, Chargers, Browns, and I'm sticking to it. Book it. It's done. It's saved. That's it. Whatever like that. All right, man. Hey, man, it's been a wonderful, wonderful show, man. We got the new logo, a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, a lot of insight for football. You know, thank you all for watching. Thank Dave and Josh in the comments. Anybody who else, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, of course. And, you know, my panel, of course, with you guys as always. And we'll see you next week.
Ooh.
We leading the pick'ems.